Okay, guys, good evening to all of you. So, yeah, yesterday I think we discussed about the basics of SQL, and mostly like we discuss about that what is SQL, what is database, how what are the real use of SQL, where you can actually use like this particular knowledge and how to utilize it. Okay. Now today, guys, today is definitely going to be a very interesting for you because we are going to perform we are going to write different queries. Okay, and I will tell you about each and every query, and we are going to do the practical implementation. Okay, and guys, till now, what are the I hope that you guys are getting the notes. Okay, so yeah, whatever we are going to discuss today, you'll get the notes for even this also. Don't you don't need to worry about like anything. And guys, please, you just need to stay with us till the end, because today at the end we are going to conduct a quiz session, and the winners will get some exciting prizes. Okay, so just stay with us till the end. Okay. Now let me just open my PPT and let me start writing the query. Okay, and I will just give a quick review, or we'll just do the quick revision of whatever the things we have done yesterday. Okay, so let me open my workbench. And guys, if you have any like a query in the middle of the session, so just try to put your queries into the chat box. I just open the chat box. Okay, so I will definitely look after the chat box in the middle of the session. Okay, so fine, just put your queries or doubts into the chat box. Now let's see that what are the things we have learned, we have discussed yesterday. So we discussed about that how to create a database. Okay, then how to create a table. So for creating a table, we are using a statement called create. Then we just understood that how to insert like the values inside a table. Okay, so for inserting the values, we are writing the command as insert into. Okay, and with the help of insert into, we are able to insert the values inside a database, inside a table. Okay, and then these are all the operators which we have actually learned yesterday. Okay, so and definitely there's a clause, where clause. Okay, so there are like different operators which we have discussed. We have discussed about and operator. Okay, so what is the meaning of and operator? Then we discuss about the or operator. Okay, so and will perform if both the values are correct, or will execute if any one value is correct. Then if I want to get any if I want to get the numbers like in between some numbers. Okay, so if I want to get numbers in between some range, so there I can use and operator. And then if I want to give some condition if I want to give different conditions. Okay, so different condition inside one list. Okay, or inside a parenthesis, so there I can use in operator. Okay, so these are the 4 different operators, guys, which we can use in SQL, structured query language. And definitely we can use where clause in order to provide the condition. Okay, so wherever I want to give some condition, I want to retrieve any information from my table based on some condition, I can use where clause. Okay, so I hope till here every one of you are able to understand, and till here every one of you are actually able to practice out. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's try to understand another query or different queries today. Okay, 1 second, let me check the chat box. Okay, till now I think no one is having a doubt, and that's a great news. Now let's start. Okay, and now guys, the next query is order by. So if I want to maybe sort anything. Okay, so if I want to sort any number in ascending or descending order, so there I can use order by clause. Okay, so first let me show you the table, that how the table looks like. Okay, so suppose if I want to execute the table, so you can see this is how the tables look like. Okay, so inside a table we have a registration ID, we have a name of a student, state of a student, then marks of a student, and then the grade of a student. Okay, so we have these are the different entries or the information regarding the students. Okay, guys. Now let's say that I want to check that I want to arrange the students based on their marks. Okay, so I want to arrange the student based on their marks. So the student who got the maximum marks, that he will be on the top, then followed by the second one. So suppose if I want to give some rank over here, so there I can use a order by clause. Okay, so order by will sort the value in ascending and descending order. Okay, so by default, first it will sort the value into the ascending order. So let's say if I run this, if I execute this particular query, and you can read out the query, guys, over here. So query is nothing but select star from select marks from a student. Okay, where students from students is the name of a table, order by marks. Okay, so here I think you need to give the column name, and then there's a table name and there's a column name. Okay, so for which column you want to on the basis of what column you want to sort it. Okay, now if I execute this, you can see we'll get all the marks. Okay, so so right now we are getting the marks into the descending order. You can see we are getting the marks into the descending order. So 45, then sorry, ascending order, sorry guys, ascending order. So 45, then 63, then 73, then 83, and then 93. If I want it into the descending order, okay, means the maximum marks will be on the top, then the second, then third. So if I want it into the descending order, so you need to write down over here as DESC. Okay, it means descending. Now if I execute it again, let's see what happened. Now I'm getting a marks into the descending order. So this is the maximum marks, 96, then 93, then 83, okay, and off. So this is how, guys, we can actually use this order by. So order by is actually a function, or it's a command which can help you to sort like anything. Okay, so if you want to sort the marks, if you want to sort maybe something else, you can arranging, you can sort that particular column. Okay. Now the next thing is distinct. Okay, guys. So the next command or the next function is a distinct function. Now, if I talk about a distinct function, guys, so let me check it over here. So if I talk about a distinct statement, so distinct means nothing but like if you can observe into this table. So inside this table, you can see inside a state column, we have a UP, we have a Rajasthan, we have a Maharashtra also, we have a Madhya Pradesh also. Let's assume that if this table is too large, okay, let's assume that inside this table, there are so many queries. Okay, so let's assume that inside this table, there are maybe 100 of rows or maybe 1,000 of rows are present. Okay, and I want to know that how many unique states are there. Okay, so let's assume that the college wants to know that from how many states they are actually getting the students. Okay, so I want to know the unique states. Okay, so you can see that, you can observe that some states are repeating. Okay, so UP is repeating, then maybe it may happen that Rajasthan is repeating. Okay, so I just want to know the unique states. Okay, how many unique states are present inside my table. So there, guys, I can use this distinct function. Okay, so distinct will tell you the unique state which are present inside this table. The table name is students. Okay, so now if I run this, let's see what will happen. If I run this, if I execute this, so I'm getting only the unique states over here. So now you can see the UP is not repeated now. Okay, we are getting, so these are all the unique states: UP, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, and Haryana. These are the unique states. Okay, so this particular command or function will help you guys when you have a very large amount of data. Let's say you have like 1,000 or 10,000 rows, and definitely the states are repeated over there. So just by looking at the data or just by looking at the table, you may not able to find out that how many unique states or how many unique cities are present over here. Okay, so at that time you can use this distinct function or distinct command. It will tell you the unique number of categories. Okay, so unique states, right? Then the next is delete. So if I want to delete any particular entry, okay, so let's say I want to delete the maybe I want to delete that particular let's say that I want to delete the name of a student. I want to delete the row where the grade is D. Okay, so grade D, maybe I can say that I just want to remove the name of the students who actually get like a D grade. Okay, so I just want to remove that student name from here who got D grade. Okay, so for that, guys, what you can do, you can use a delete function. Okay, so there's a delete statement. Okay, so I can write delete from students where grade is equals to D. Okay, so wherever the grade is equals to D, it will be deleted. Okay, so let's say if I execute this, if I just copy and select this and execute this, you can observe that this query will appear. So you can see that we are getting the green tick mark over here. It means the query will run. And now if I go into this student, if I run this again, let's see if I run this again, let's see what happened. Now you can see that we are not getting the last student over here, that is Vikram Rathore, because I have deleted, because he got actually the D grade. Okay, and I have deleted the rows where there's a D grade. Okay, so yeah, guys, that's how you can actually you can actually do this. Okay, so let me do one thing, guys. Okay. Okay, fine, max and okay, so I think so. So, like this. Okay, so now I think that is fine. Yeah. Okay, because some of you may be saying that we need to increase the font size. Okay, now I think this is okay. Okay, fine. Yes. So yeah, we have not included that CTE, guys. Okay, fine. Now okay, so this is how we can delete the statement. Okay, we can delete any particular row from from the table. Okay, so if I want to delete any particular row, so there I can use this delete function. Okay, now the next thing is, guys, okay, so the next thing inside this is aggregate functions. Okay, so now there are a couple of aggregate functions, guys. Okay, so there is not just one or two aggregate function. There are definitely more aggregate functions over here. Okay, so let me increase the size, because I have just increased the font size. So now you can see that we are getting different like a name over here. Okay, so like we have a Shivam saying Nivedita Sharma and all. Okay, now let's say that there's an aggregate function. Okay, so if I want to get the average marks of the student. Okay, so there are different students, guys. Okay, so you can see there are different students. Okay, and and all these students are actually getting get different marks. Okay, so if I want to take the average of it. Okay, so if I want to take the average of these marks, so there I can use the average function. Okay, so this average will give me the average marks from all the students. Okay, so you can see the average marks is actually coming out as 81.6. Okay, so this is the average marks from all these like 6 students. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5, sorry, 5 students. So from this 5 students, this is the average marks we are getting, 81.6. Okay, similarly, guys, if I want to do like if I want to use any other aggregate function, let's say if I want to count something. Okay, so yes, we can use like a count function over here. So I can write count, and now you can actually write that what exactly you want to count over here. Okay, so let's say if I want to count that how many students are there. Okay, let's say if I want to count that how many students are there. Okay, so I can actually take a name over here, and I can write from students. Now it will tell me the total number of students present inside a row. Okay, so if I want to do anything, okay, so that count will come out as 5. Let's say if I want to do any other count, so I can do it over there. Okay, so suppose right now we can observe that there are just 5 students. But suppose if I want to like if I have like more rows and I want to know that how many students are there, so there I can make a count. Similarly, guys, there are other function like sum. Okay, so if I want to find the max. Okay, so if I want to know that what is the maximum marks observed by the student, if I want to know what is the minimum marks observed by the student. Okay, so again I can use the same aggregate function. So there's an aggregate function as max. Okay, so I can write the max over here. Okay, so it will give me the maximum marks observed by the students. Max of marks. So this is how, guys, this whole thing will work. Okay, so maximum marks observed by students are 96. Similarly, if I want to let's say that if I want to convert all my like a name into the uppercase or lowercase. Okay, so you can write L case and U case. Okay, so there's a function named L case and U case. So suppose if I want to just if I want to write the name of all the students into the uppercase character. Okay, so this is how I can write it, and I can write students. So now you will observe that the names will be converted into the uppercase. You can see Shivam saying Nivedita Sharma. So this is converted into the uppercase character. So this is what happened, guys. If I this is what we can do with the help of aggregate functions. Okay, so all these are nothing but aggregate functions, guys. Okay, so average is there, count is there, max is there, mean is there, U case is there, sum is there. Okay, so if I want to get the sum, okay, so here I'm taking the average. If I want to take the sum, okay, so what is the total sum of the marks? Okay, so if I want to take the sum over here, so I can write sum. So I have listed some of the aggregate functions over here, guys. So you will definitely try it out. Okay, so you can try to use sum. You can try to use round. Okay, so if I want to round off the values, so I can use round. Then there's a substring. Okay, so yeah, guys, just try it out. Okay, and then let me know if you are finding any difficulty. Okay. Okay, I hope, guys, now I think everything is visible to everyone because I have increased the font size, and no one is having a doubt with that. Guys, for the notes, please try to connect with the LetsUpgrade team because like the place from where you are doing your attendance and all. Just try to connect with the team and from where you have done the registration, and you will get the notes. Okay, you don't need to worry about that. Yeah, so they will then mail after 3 days. Okay, guys. So right now, just try to focus over here. Just try to understand all these queries. Okay. And if you have right now, if you have any doubt regarding any of these queries, then please ask me. Okay. Okay. Because for the notes, you don't need to. You definitely need not to worry. Okay. You will get that. Now come on to the next statement, guys. So that is a group by statement. Okay. So what is the meaning of group by, guys? Okay. Now this is a very important like a statement over here, guys. So let's say that like we have this we have this table over here. We have this table. Okay, Shivam saying Nivitita Sharma. We have this table. Now, till now, guys, I'm actually trying to get the marks. Okay, so the total, the average marks of a student. Okay, so let's see that let's try to create some another table, and then from there we can try to understand this group by in a very beautiful way, in a much better way. Okay, so I have created one table over here, guys. Okay, so I have created one table, and I named that table as orders. Okay, so this is the new table over here, guys, and this table is nothing but orders. Okay, and I have inserted few values inside it. Like I have actually added the ID, so customer ID, then the name of a person, then item, okay, what item he actually order or buy, and the price of the item. Okay, so let me just first run this. Okay, let me first run this whole table. So you can see this is my table, guys. Okay, so inside the table I have actually put like so many entries are there. Okay, you can see there are so many entries. Okay, so Ankit Rajput and then like Anuj Rawat. Okay, so there are so many entries, and you can see like many places the names are repeated. Okay, so I have actually repeated few names. Okay, you can see Ankit is actually present for 2 times over here. It means that Ankit has ordered maybe 2 things. Okay, then you can actually observe that maybe some few more names are repeated. Okay, so Shivani Singh. Okay, so Shivani Singh is present over here also, and Shivani Singh is present over here also. So you can observe that she ordered actually 2 things. Okay, again, then the same thing with Anjali Sherwani, then the same thing with Anuj Rawat. So he also ordered actually 2 things. Okay, so now, guys, suppose if I want to know that what is the average, or if I want to know that what is the total price, or what is the total revenue we are generating from each like a customers. Okay, because some customers have actually ordered for 2 times, or some customers have actually ordered just for 1 time. Okay, so if I want to know that how much revenue, how much total money I have collected or I have generated, total revenue I have collected from maybe one particular one particular customer. Okay, so there I can use a group by. Okay, so group by means if I want to you can understand over here that this group by statement is used in conjunction with the aggregate function. Okay, to group the result set by 1 or more columns. It means I want to make a group. Okay, I want to make a group of I want to use 2 columns over here. Okay, so one is person name and another one is price. Okay, and I want to group it through some aggregate function. Okay, so let's see that what kind of a grouping I want to do. So I can write select. Okay, so I can write select table. So what is the name of table? So name of table is actually orders. Okay. So sorry, first I need to select the column name. So column name over here is P name, means person name. So select P name, and then I want to take the sum. Sum of what? Sum of price. Select person name and sum of all the price from the table, which is orders, from orders, and group by. Okay. Now group by what? So group by person name. Okay, because I want to group by this with a person name. So now let me run this. Okay, so now you just try to read out this particular query, guys, once again. So select column name means person name and price. Okay, so these 2 columns I want to aggregate, and I want to aggregate which aggregation function I want to use. I want to use sum. Okay, so I want to know the total sum, means total price given by total money given by like each and every customers. Okay, so now if I execute this, let's see what is the result. Now you can observe that it will group. Okay, so I'm actually getting the group over here. So Ankit Rajput, now you can see that Ankit Rajput is just for one time, and he ordered actually two things. Okay, so if I can show you first, so it doesn't matter that what item he buys, but I want to know the price. Okay, so the first item which he buys is actually of 600, and the second item which he buys is of 500. So if I combine both 600 and 500, so it will come out as 1100. Okay, the same thing for Anuj Rawat, the same thing for Anjali Sherwani. Okay, so here we are actually doing the aggregation based on some grouping. Okay, so after joining two columns, we are doing the aggregation. Okay, so this is what guys we can do over here. Okay, with the help of with the help of group by function. Okay, so this is one thing guys like we can do with the group by function. Okay, so group by is simply with the group by we can do the conjunction. Okay, between two columns based on some aggregation values or based on some aggregation. Okay, so yeah guys, that's it from like a group by. Now if I talk about the next okay, now let me minimize it. Now if I talk about the next function guys, which is present which is we are having is having clause. Okay, so having is again attached with the group by itself, but with the having what we can do, so let's say that I have actually done this group by. Now if I want to know, I just want to know the name of only those customers who actually purchase who have actually make a purchase more than 1200. Okay, so let's say that I have done this group by. Okay, I have done this group by. I have actually able to know that I am able to know the total sum from each and every customers. Now the second thing which I want to know, I want to know only those customers. I want to know about only those customers who are actually buy more than 1200. Who total sum is more than 1200. Okay, so there guys, there I can use a having clause. Okay, so let's say that how you can utilize it. So again these things will be similar. Okay, you don't need to change this. So what I can do, I can simply copy this. Okay, so I can copy this and group by p name. Now the next thing is I can try to add having. So having will actually give me the so here guys, so having is nothing but it is similar to the where. Okay, it is similar to the where clause, but we cannot use where along with the group by. Okay, so that's a problem, that we cannot use where with the group by. So that's why if I want to apply some condition along with the group by, so I need to use having. So having is nothing but it's similar to the where clause guys, but with a group by we should always use having, because we cannot use where over here. Okay, so now again I can simply write the same thing. So I just want to know the name of those customers who who actually are like buying something more than maybe 1200. So those total sum is more than 1200. So I just want to know about those customers. I don't want to know about any other customers. So now if I execute this, now you can see we are having just two customers who buy who purchase more than 1200. Okay, so Anuj Rawat and Shivani Singh. Okay, so these are the only two customers who actually buy more than 1200. Okay guys, is that clear? Yeah, so these are the two function guys. Okay, I hope group by and having clause. Okay, so these two statements are clear to everyone. Yeah. How group by even buying items? Yeah, definitely you can apply group by with the buying items also. If there are repeated buying, if there are repeated items, you can actually check that from which item you are actually getting like a more profit, or from which item you're having which item people actually trying to buy more. Okay, so that is also you can observe with the group by function. correct when key, you can apply it. Okay, but right now I have not created a table where I have repeated items, so that's why I'm not using it. You can try to create a table where you have repeated items, and you can use it over there. Okay, you can definitely use it when key. Okay, now the next thing is alter table, guys. Okay, so now this is a very important statement over here, alter table statement. Now what happened inside a alter table statement, guys? Let's try to understand. So alter means if I want to just do the modification into my table. Okay, so whatever the table I have built, if I want to do the modification inside a table, so there I can use the alter. Okay, so let's say that suppose if I want to add any column. Okay, so yesterday some of you even asked this question that suppose sir, if I want to add any column. Okay, so there you can use a alter statement. If I want to delete any column, okay, so suppose there is some existing column and I want to delete it. So again, I can use alter statement. Okay, and let's say that if I want to change the data type of any column. Okay, so right now let's say that like we have two tables. Okay, and definitely the data types are different. Okay, for every column. Okay, so if I want to change it, I can again use the alter table. Okay, so let's see that how we can actually use the alter table. Let's try to do it one by one. So first try to add any column, guys. Okay, so I can write alter table. Okay, and then I need to give the name of a table. So which table I want to alter. Okay, so I want to alter this table orders. Okay, and what so I want to add column. So I will simply write add. Okay, now you need to write down the name of the column. Okay, which column you want to add. Okay, so let's say I want to add a column as address. Okay, so I want to add the address of the customer. Okay, so and then I need to give the data type. So again, Bootcamp, and I can give 25 address. So this is how, guys, we can actually add any column inside a table. So this is a simple query, guys, for adding any column. And now, guys, right now, like we have just added the column. We are not we didn't add any value inside this column. Okay, so that's why if I execute this now, so let me execute this and let me execute this like a complete table also. Okay, so now you will observe that we are getting one more column over here. Okay, you can observe that we are getting one more column. Yeah, address column. So this is a column which I have added right now. Okay, with the alter statement. Okay, so this is how we can add the column. But you can observe that everywhere we are just having the null value. So we are having this null value because right now we didn't add any value over here. Okay, so that's why we are having this null value. Okay. So again, if I want to add the value, I need to use the insert like a statement. Now, guys, this is how we can add any column. Similarly, if I want to delete any column, so again, there's a delete function. Okay, so there's a delete statement. So guys, each and everything will be similar. Okay, each and everything will be similar. Just in place of add. Okay, so in place of add, so here I have written add. In place of add, if I want to delete any column, so I can write delete over here. That's it. And this table will be deleted. Sorry, this column will be deleted. Okay. So now again, guys, so alter table orders. So this table, this is a table which I want to alter, and I want to delete. So this not delete actually statement. This is a drop statement. So drop column. Sorry, guys. Drop, and then I need to write column. So and then I need to write the column name. So here I don't want this work as data type. I can simply write alter table order and drop column. Okay, so this is how we can delete any column. Okay, so fine, guys, because this table doesn't contain any information, so I can simply drop it. So now if I run this again, so it will execute properly because you can see inside the action output we are getting the green tick mark. Okay, so if I just drag it up, so you're getting the green tick mark. Okay, now if I run this query again, so you can observe that now there is no address column because we have deleted. Okay, similarly, guys, the last thing. Okay, so the last query, if I want to change the data type. Okay, so again, guys, if you want to change the data type, so again, the statement which you need to use is modify. Okay, so you can see there's a modify. Okay, So fine, guys. If so, here maybe for this I can use the data, change the data type, because if I change the data type over there, so definitely I will have a problem. So I can write alter table. So alter, I think alter table, and then the name of the table. So the name of a table over here is students. Okay. And I want to change the data type. So now instead of add and drop, I can use a modify over here. Modify, and then what I want to modify. So modify column. Okay. So just write column, and then the name of column. So the name of column, maybe guys, you can take this marks. Okay. So modify column marks. Okay. And then column and column name, and then data type. So right now, guys, the data type is integer. So suppose if I want to make it as decimal, okay, I can make it as decimal. That's it. Now if I run this again, so you can observe it will run properly. And now if I run this maybe, so you will observe that now it's a decimal data type. Okay, so it becomes a decimal data type. Now it is not a integer data type. Okay. So this is how, guys, you can actually change the data type. You can drop the column. You can add any new column inside a table. Okay, by using alter string. By using a alter string. So alter is a very like a very good statement over here, guys. So with alter, we can actually perform like a different task. Why using order reductor? I didn't get you market knowledge. Why using we are order in alter? Hence, we are alter. We are using it. So order is the name of a table here. Rename is for renaming the name of the column key. Okay, we are actually changing the data type of like a column. We are not renaming it. Okay, now guys, here there's a drop statement. Okay, so if you want to drop any table, or even if you want to drop the drop any database, so you can use simply the drop statement. Okay, so you can observe the query over here. Definitely, I'm not going to write it, because then my table will be dropped. So I can drop one table, that is student table, because I have already done like a lot of query with that table. So I can drop that table, but definitely I'm not going to drop the database. But yeah, the statement is similar. If I want to drop the table, I need to write drop table, and if I want to write drop the database, I can write drop database. Okay, so let's check over here. If I want to drop maybe a table, so now guys, I have done like a lot of work with my student table. So if I want to drop it, so drop table, and the name of the table. So name of table is student. So guys, now I can drop it. I can simply drop this table. So now if I run this, if I execute this, so you can see this is executed properly. And now guys, if I refresh it, so I'm not getting any like you can observe that there is no student table. So earlier there's a student table, but right now we don't have any student table over here. Okay, because the student table is dropped. Okay. So this is what happened, guys, if I want to drop any table. Okay, so this is how we can drop it. Similarly, if I want to drop the complete database, you can write a database and you can write the name of a database. Okay, so guys, we have understood like there's a delete statement. So if I want to delete something, maybe any row based or any column based on some condition. Okay, so if I want to delete any particular information, so I can use the delete over there. If I want to drop table, or maybe the or I want to drop the complete table, or maybe if I want to drop the complete database, so I can use the drop over there. Okay, so these are the two different way of dropping the things, but you should know the difference. Okay, so delete if I want to drop any particular item, or if I want to drop any particular information, so there I can use delete. But if I want to drop the complete table or complete database, so I can use the drop statement. Okay. So that's it, guys. And someone asked you like the difference between truncate and drop. So that's very simple, guys. So truncate table means if I want to drop the complete data. Okay. So right now, guys, in this drop table, I am actually dropping the complete table. So the complete table is dropped. Okay. But let's say I don't want to drop the complete table. I simply want to just drop all the information which is present inside this table. Okay. So this column, so table will be as it is. Okay, so the table will be as it is, but this whole data inside this table will be dropped. So if I want to do this, so I can use a truncate. Okay, so let me show you. If I want to drop all the information present inside a table, so I can use the truncate stage. So truncate table, and then I can write orders. And this whole table, this the whole information, the complete information inside this table will be dropped. Okay. Now, if I run this, let me show you. If I run this select star from orders, now you can see they're not getting any value inside it because all the values which is present inside a table is dropped. Okay. So that's the basic difference between truncate and drop. Yeah, guys. I hope this is clear. The difference between drop and truncate. Yeah. What is delete? Can you explain? So, delete is nothing, Jayashri. Delete is if I want to delete or if I want to drop any particular information. So like in my table, there are so many information like the marks are given, the grade are given. Okay, so if I want to, and there are so many rows. Okay, so if I want to delete one single row. Okay, so if I want to delete just one, maybe any particular information from the entire row, if I want to drop one particular row or one particular information, so there I can use delete. Okay. Jason? If you want to retrieve the data again, so just use the insert function again, Venki. Okay. Just select the insert statement again and execute it again. Okay. So you are able to insert all the values again. Okay, guys. So that's it. Just use insert again if you drop it. Okay, guys. Now the next thing, let's just come on to the just move on because we still have a lot of things to cover. Okay. Okay, guys. Now let's say there's a update command, guys. Okay, so you can see there's a update statement which is like present over here. So update means what, guys? So if I want to update anything, okay. So if I want to update means if I want to modify, if I want to change any value, okay. So let's say that we have so many values over here. So we have this table. Still we have this table. So what I can do, I can simply try to run all these insert values again. Okay. So now I got all the values. Okay. So now, guys, let's say that this earbud price over here is 600. Okay. But I think the normal earbud price is not going to be 600. Suppose if I talk about a wireless earbud, so it may be like 900 or maybe 1000. Okay. So if I want to update this particular value over here, okay. So let's say if I want to update this particular value over here, so I can use a update command. Okay. So what I will do, I will simply write update orders. Okay. And then I can write set order price equals to, okay. So let me do one thing. So update order. So here the name of the table is orders, and then I need to write down price is equals to, okay. So let's say 1000. Okay, because I am assuming that the earbud price is 1000. I want to replace it, and where I want to update it. So where ID is equals to, or I think this is actually repeated values because we have this value maybe again. So yeah, but it's fine. Okay, so I can simply write where item is equals to, well, item is not repeated, I know. So where item is equals to earbuds. So this is how, guys, you can update any value. Okay, so suppose if I want to update this value, I want to make it as 1000. So I can use this update statement. Now if I execute it and let's run this again. So you'll get this updated value. Okay, so I'm getting 1,000 over here. Okay, so this is how, guys, if you want to update any value, if you think that like this price which I have mentioned over here is not correct, so if I want to update it, I can use this update statement. Okay. So that's it, guys. That's it from update. Now, guys, let's talk about a very important statements inside SQL. Okay, so these are the very important statements, okay, that are constraints. Okay, so constraints are nothing but it is actually the set of rules which we alter table order drop column address. Can we just write a query table order drop column address? Previously, you just mentioned if you want to drop like any column, okay, so you can use that drop column. Okay, so again, this drop column is different from delete and drop statement. Drop column is different from drop statement. Okay, and we are using drop column along with the alter. Okay, and with the drop column over here, we are actually removing just one column, one single column. And with a drop statement, I'm dropping the complete table or I'm dropping the complete database. So there's a difference, Abhishek. Okay. So there's a difference between drop and drop column of alter. Okay. So alter is different and drop is different. Okay, guys. Fine. Now let's talk about a constraint, guys, because the constraint over here is very important. So constraints are nothing but it is a set of rules, okay, which we try to define. Okay, so set of rules means what? So suppose like I want to create a data, I want to create one table, and inside one table I want to set one constraint that let's say that I want to put the information about like the employees. Okay, so I want to put the information about the employees, but I want to know but and the age of every employee should be greater than 20. Okay, definitely I want that age of every employee should be greater than 20. Okay, so just at a time of creating the data, at a time of creating a table itself, guys. Okay, so at the time of creating a table itself, I can actually give this rule. Okay, so I can give the rule that age of any employee should always be greater than 20. It should not be lesser than 20. Okay, so constraints are nothing but it's a rule which we can define at the time of defining our table itself, at the time of creating a table itself. Okay, so let's see that how we can actually create this constraint. So let me create some table over here. So let me create some table. So create table. And first I want to actually store the information regarding the like employees. Okay, so maybe I can write info, the name of a table. And then maybe there's an employee ID. Okay, so I want to store the employee ID. So employee ID is integer. So let me let's discuss about like this constant one by one. Okay, so I will talk about first about a not null. Okay, so not null means suppose if I'm not putting any value, guys. So right, suppose if I didn't give any value to this employee ID, so by default it takes a null value. Okay, so let's assume that if I don't want to give any null value. Okay, so I want that there should not be any null value assigned to this employee ID. So what I will do, I will write not null over here. So not null give me assurity that employee ID will never be a null value. Okay, there should be some value in for this employee ID. Then maybe I can take the employee name. Okay, so maybe I can take the employee name. So employee name is again variable. So right now I'm just storing the information about the employees. Okay, and let's say that maybe I can actually talk about the location. It's the address. I'm talking about the address. And again, it's a worker. So this is how, guys, we can create actually a table over here. And again, I want to create this table inside my database, which is essentials. So I want to use this database and I want to essential. So the name is okay. Sorry, let me run this again because I'm getting the like a red tick mark. Now here we have a green tick mark, and this is how we can create a table, guys. Okay, and I have already given like a rule that ID should never be a not null. Okay, it should not be a null. Okay, it should not be a null value anytime. Now, if I want to insert the value, let's see, insert into the name of a table. So name of a table is info. Insert into info, and let me take the employee ID over here. Okay, and now it's this if you even take a lowercase character, uppercase character, it doesn't make a difference. Okay, and then location, and that's it, guys. And let me do first try to just take the employee name and location, and I can take the value over here as maybe Shiva, the name of the employee, and maybe I can take the location as Varanasi. And that's it, guys. Now, if I execute this, let's see. If I'm trying to execute this, I will get an error. Okay, so let me just drag this output so that you can observe over here that I will get an error. Okay, now you can see we are getting an error over here. Okay, so filled, and you can actually read out this error, guys. So it is written over here that it filled e underscore id doesn't have a default value. Okay, it means what? It means that employee ID should not be a null value. So by default, it's a null value. If I'm not assigning any value, so by default, it's a null value. Okay, so we should assign some value over here because we have already written that it should not be a null value. We have written over here that it should be a not null value. Okay, so now as soon as I have assigned some value, so let's say that if I assign the value here as 1001. Okay, so now if I assign some value, it will execute. Column count doesn't match value count at row 1. Okay. Oh, sorry. Here I just need to give the employee. Yes. Now, if I execute this, it will execute without giving me any error. Okay, you can observe that I'm getting a actually green tick mark. 1 row is affected. Okay, so this is the meaning of not null, guys. Okay, so if I want to just if I don't want a null value for anything, guys, for anything, if I want a null value, so I can use, I don't, if I don't want to use a null value, so I can use a not null. Okay. Now there's a check constant, guys. There's a check constant. So as I told you like about a check constant, that if so suppose if I want to enter the age of like a person, if I want to enter the age of an employee, but I simply want that age should not be greater than, okay, so let's assume that I want to store the age, and I want that age should not be greater than maybe sorry, age should be always greater than 20. Okay, so here, guys, I can actually use the check constraint. So let me see that how to use the check constraint. So yeah, this is how we can actually give the check constraint. So I can simply write age, and this is an integer. Okay, and then I can write, and then I can actually write over here as check, and you should always check that age should be greater than 20. If it is not greater than 20, so definitely I'm not going to accept it. Okay. So since I already have this table. So first try to drop this table, otherwise it will not be. So drop table info. So now let me first drop it, and then let me try to create it again. Okay, fine. So my queries are executed properly. Now I can get the age over here. Okay. And let's say if I try to take the age as maybe 12 or 18. Okay, let's say if I try to take the age as 18, so it will give me an error. Okay, it will give me an error. Okay, so here you can see that I'm using a check constraint. Info check is violated. Okay, so it means the check constraint is violated. So you actually trying to violate the rule. Okay, you actually trying to cross the rule. Okay, so here you have assigned some rule that age should be greater than 20. Okay, but you are taking the you are trying to take the age over here as 18. So that's why it is trying to give me an error. So now if I try to take the age as 28, okay, so as soon as I try to take the age as 28, it will execute properly. Okay. So this is what guys a meaning of a constraint. So constraint means if I want to set some rules, okay, so if I want to set some rules for my table, I can use a constraint. Okay. Then there's another constraint. There's another constraint as a unique. Okay, so you can observe over here that there's another constraint as a unique. Okay, so and then there's a primary key and foreign key. So I will talk about the primary key and foreign key. But before that, I want to tell you about the unique. Okay, so let's say that because you know that ID. Okay, so registration ID, whether it is for a student or whether it is for employee, the ID should always be a unique value. Okay, so ID should always be a unique value. So by default, if you're not using not null, so by default it's a null value. Default values is a null value, Shrita. Okay, so I think if you have like before this, we are trying to create one column. Okay, so if you observe over there, so when we try to create a column and we are not assigning any value inside that column, so by default all the values is become a null value. Okay, so by default value by default it's a null value. Okay. Now guys, if I talk about a unique means I want to I just want so employee ID should always be a unique number, means it should not be repeated. It should not be repeated again and again. Okay, so let's say that if I try to execute this table and I have taken the employee ID as 1001. Okay, now let's suppose guys, if I want to execute once more time. Okay, so now you can see that when I execute the first one, it will be it is executed properly. Okay, I didn't get any error. Okay, 1001, Shivam, and Varanasi, and 28. Now, if I try to execute the second one, okay, and with the similar employee ID, with a similar employee ID, if I try to execute it again, so it will give me an error. Okay, it will give me an error. Okay, because here, okay, one second. I think this is something which is I just forget to run. Yeah, you can see that we are getting an error as duplicate entry 1001 for key info. Okay, so it means that we cannot create a duplicate entry over here. Okay, so this employee ID should not be repeated. It should be a unique value because you have written over here that you have given two constants over here. Okay, you have given two rules. You have actually set two rules over here. First one, that employee ID should not be a null value, and the second one is employee ID should be a unique value. Okay, so you have actually given two rules over here. So definitely these rules should not be violated. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to change the employee ID. So suppose if rest of the things are similar, there will be no issue. Okay, because like everywhere you didn't mention the unique. Okay, so there will be no issue. But if you just duplicate, if you just repeat this value, so there will be a problem. Now if I run this, now you can see there's no problem. Okay, 1002, this row is affected. Okay, so this is a meaning of the unique, guys. Okay, so these are like a different constant we can give this. Okay, now the last constant guys, which will like before ending the session. Okay, these are the last things we can discuss about a primary and a foreign key. Now guys, primary key is nothing but it's a combination of not null and unique. Okay, so let's say that if like right now my employee ID here, my employee ID is nothing but it's a primary key for me. Okay, so primary key is nothing but like it's a unique value. Okay, so where there's a unique value, that is nothing but a primary key. Okay, and foreign key is nothing but like through which I want to make a relationship with the primary keys, because primary key and foreign key is nothing but it's a kind of relation between parent and child. Okay, so if I want to talk about the relation between primary key and foreign key, so you can observe a table can have only one primary key, means it is nothing but it's a combination of unique and not null. Okay, so any table can just have one primary key. Okay, then foreign key is used to make relation between two or more than two tables. Okay, so if I want to make any relation between two tables, so there I can use a foreign key. Okay, and you can observe that primary key is nothing but it's a part of a parent table, and foreign key is nothing but it's a part of a like a child table. Okay, so let's see that how to create it. Okay, and that's a last thing for today, guys. Okay, let me just like drag it down so that we can actually create it in a proper way. Okay, now let me just drop this table once more, and now let me create it once again. So here, guys, this is my primary key. Okay, and we can actually write not null and unique. Okay, or else suppose if I don't want to write not null and unique, both the things together, so even I can simply write primary key. So now my employee ID will become a primary key. Okay, so and every table should have just one primary key. So we have one primary key over here, so we don't need to worry about it. Now, guys, I can run this, and if I run this, so this table will be created. So this is the new table which I have created. Now I want to create one new table where I want to put my foreign key. Okay, so I can create a table as maybe B.Tech. Now inside this, I can maybe give okay. So inside this, maybe I can try to give like what? Okay, so I want to make a relation. So first I can try to take the department. Okay, so name of employee department. So maybe I can take the department name over here, and maybe I can take a department name as work care, and it is 255. Then maybe I can talk about the salary of a person, and it is 8. And then I can maybe talk about the employee. So now, guys, there should be like one common ID. Okay, so here the common value is EID, means employee ID, and it's an integer. Okay, guys, and now let me show you that how to create a foreign key. So this is how we can actually assign a foreign key. So foreign key is nothing but here I should assign the primary key value, that is employee ID. And here again, I need to take the references, and from where I am taking these references. So I am taking these references from info, means info is the name of a table. So this is how, guys, we can create our foreign key. Okay, so there should be two tables, guys. One table should contain a primary key. So this is my primary key over here, guys, employee ID. And the second table should contain a foreign key. So this is my foreign key over here. And this is how you can create it. Okay. So it has given me like incorrect foreign key definition. So let me check it. Without name. Okay, so here the name. Okay, fine. I think okay, yeah, so here I just forget to write the name of my key. So my key name is employee ID. Anyways, now let me run this again, and I hope this time will not get an error. Yeah, so this is how, guys, we can create a foreign key. Okay, now, guys, suppose if like let's say that if I want to suppose if I want to take this value inside a like an info table. Okay, so whatever this whatever the value, whatever the employee ID I have taken over here, the same employee ID should be taken inside this for this table also. The employee ID cannot be different. Okay, definitely they have salary and they have department. Okay, but the employee ID should be similar, because now both of these tables are interconnected. Okay, so there's a relation between these tables. Okay, so one is a parent table and second one is a child table. Okay, so there's a relation between this. We establish a relation between these tables. Okay, so if I talk about maybe any particular employee ID, so I should get the name of that employee ID. I should get the location, age, salary, and department, each and every. Okay, but whatever the employee ID I will take inside this primary key, the same employee ID I should take inside this foreign key also. There should be no differences. Okay, so tomorrow, guys, I will show you the examples. Okay, because I think time is over for now. Okay, and before ending the session, guys, let me show you like some exciting I have like some exciting things for you. Okay, So let me show you guys. So this is actually a program, guys, which we are going to conduct on 17th of July. Okay, so this is a 3 days program from 17th to like 20th of July, and you can actually enroll for this Postman API fundamental course for free. Okay, so it's a 3 day program, and definitely, guys, you'll get a great knowledge about from our industry expert. Okay, so about Postman API fundamentals. And the second thing, guys, okay, I hope that yesterday, if you are into the session, so at the end, Saikiran sir have told you about that B.Tech program. So we are going to launch a B.Tech program affiliated with the ITM University. And this B.Tech program is totally different from the traditional B.Tech program, which is like right now, like you're learning into your college. Okay. So, and the best thing about that this program is, guys, there's 100% job guarantee, and even the starting package is 8 LPA. And the second most like a valuable thing which you are going to get from this B.Tech program, guys, that we are going to like actually talk about like the real world projects. Okay, so the real world projects which will definitely help you to understand that how into the real world Hotstar is working, Paytm is working. So we are going to talk about these hot things. We are going to discuss about like what are the APIs, what are the backend about the backend knowledge about all these applications, okay, which you are using in your daily life. And yeah, guys, this is one more program which we have launched for 3 months, Java and DSA, which is actually very useful, like into your placement. Okay, so into your placement, Java and DSA program, like if you are good with the Java and DSA, there's a higher chance that you will be hired. Okay, so these are the three wonderful programs for you guys, and this is completely free of cost. So yeah, guys, if you want to get some knowledge in free of cost, so please join this register for this program, and you'll get even the certificate as well. Okay, so that's it, guys, for today. And hopefully you guys have definitely get some knowledge today. We discussed like a lot of things, and tomorrow I will talk about like the example of constraint. Okay, then I will talk about the join in SQL, and even I will talk about like a window function. Okay, a very short introductory about a window function, and even I will show you like one project, and I will show you that how we can apply how we can apply this knowledge to solve any real world problem. Okay, so please, guys, join tomorrow. Tomorrow is definitely going to be a one is going to be a very exciting session for you. Okay, so yeah, and guys, that's it for today. And now it's time for like a quiz, guys. Okay, so be ready. I hope someone is going to take a quiz, and then you I think you'll get even the prize as well. Okay, so yeah, Anam, now it's up to you.
Yeah. Hey, hello everyone. Hello, sir. Sir, is my voice audible?
Yeah, you're audible, Anam.
Hello. Yeah. Okay. So, guys, we'll start with Kahoot again, and there is the same reward for the first winner will get free Java DSA. Second will get rupees 3,000 off, and the third one will get rupees 1,500 off. You must be knowing this, and we will start the game. I'll share you the code, and this is the scanner. Scan this and enter the game. And guys, please enter with your Gmail user ID. It's getting difficult for us to mail you the coupon code. Otherwise, you will miss it. So please make sure that you enter with your correct user ID that you use before your gmail @.com wala part. Guys, I can see two people have joined. Venki, who is this Venki? Please join with your email user ID. Guys, join fast. We'll wait till 7:43, then we'll start the game. And all the best to everyone. It's you will get let me tell you that you will get only 20 seconds to answer each question. It's like KBC, fastest fingers first, so please try to answer with the minimum seconds. And there will be 9 questions. Waiting, Abhishek, waiting. Join fast, and but join with your user ID. It, with this Prinzi, Siva, Tamil. And please, guys, the winners, please don't leave without sharing your email ID. Otherwise, you will miss it. So don't blame us afterwards. Or else we'll share the coupon code to the fourth and fifth winner if we don't get the mail ID. Guys, let me know in the chat box when you done joining the game. I will share the coupon code once in the chat box. You can also put the game pin in that link and directly join the game. Done. Please give me thumbs up in the chat box. It's how to join. Market. I have shared the link. You can put that game pin in that website, or else scan the QR code. Guys, shall we start? Okay, we'll start the game, and all the best to everyone. People are still joining, but okay, we'll start. Yes. So, guys, the question will be there. First question: which of the following is not the DML command? Guys, you will be having only 20 seconds to answer. 10 seconds are left. And it's 0. We'll see the correct answer is C, and the next one we'll see this in last. And the second question: which operator is used to compare a value to a specified list of values? Guys, 9 seconds. The correct is D. And the next, third question: which of the following SQL commands can be used to add data to a database? 16. 0. The time is up. The correct is B. Next, fourth question: which SQL keyword is used to right.
Retrieve only unique values.
Next, fifth one. Which SQL keyword is used to sort the result set? Order by, sort, order, sort by. And there are 2 seconds. Third option is not visible. Why? Okay, wait. Okay, guys, so we'll move on to the. Then there might be your net issue somewhere. I don't know now why it's not showing to you. Guys, I don't know like why it's. Wait. Wait, guys. Guys, 2 minutes. Mm. Guys, all questions are done. We'll see the scoreboard. So the winners, please share your mail ID, user ID in the chat box. We'll play this game again tomorrow if possible. Now just wind it up, and the winners, please share your mail ID, user ID in the chat box. Achal, Krishna, please send your mail ID. We'll play again tomorrow. No worries, we'll play again tomorrow. Now the winners, please share your mail ID. Guys. Sure. How can I do? Guys, winding up the session. Bye. See you everyone tomorrow in the tomorrow session. The timing is again 6:30 to 7:30. We'll meet again and play this game again. Bye.
Hey, hi everyone. So my name is Sai Kiran and I'm the founder and CEO of LetsUpgrade, and I'm having some amazing news for every one of you. LetsUpgrade, in collaboration with ITM Skills University, is launching the first B.Tech CSE program that we love to share with you all, guys. 6 features. Number 1, 100% job guarantee to all the students joining this particular program with minimum 8 LPA. Number 2, 1-year paid internship in product/MNC companies. Number 3, taught by real developers working in the industry in top companies. Number 4, amazing campus, a campus which is like WeWork in Mumbai that we are building for you all, guys. Number 5, build lots of projects which are like real world applications, highly scalable applications from Hotstar to Zoom to your own Zomato. Number 6, you are gonna love the community collaborations that we guys have done. We are collaborating with 13 plus tech communities to give you the same environment what IITs and NITs have. Meet lots of industry people, participate in hackathons and meetups to understand what is running in the industry. These are the 6 features which we have. You can check out the program on our website, that is isu.ac.in. Check out B.Tech there, you will find it. That's it, guys. Bye-bye.